Join us as we spend 2 amazing days in Jasper National Park and find out why our time in Jasper didn't end well.
Right then, welcome to our next adventure as we head to Jasper on our Titan Tour. Titan Tour. We've just spent 3 days in Banff, so make sure you check that episode out because that was just absolutely amazing. Today we've had another early alarm call, as you do on these tours, because you're packing so much in, and we're heading to Jasper, which is 3 hours away. So the next hotel, we should get there at 5:30 today. So the weather's changed. We had beautiful, beautiful weather in Banff, and the rain's come, so we're hoping that as we head north it might get a bit better. But stick with us and we will show you around, apparently, one of the most beautiful places in the world, Jasper.
Our first stop was Bow Lake, but sadly the weather wasn't with us and the clouds were rolling in. Regardless of the weather, the scenery was spectacular, as was the chocolate brownie and hot chocolate from the local cafe.
Right, so we've just been to Lake Bow, or Bow, and we're just now off to explore another lake. So let's go. Let's go. So, here we are then, as you can see at Bow Summit and Petio Glacier. Oh wow, look at that.
Like every popular tourist attraction, it's really hard to get an intimate photo, but the scenery, once again, was spectacular. Right then.
So we have arrived at the Columbian ice fields and we're going walking, aren't we, Paulie?
We're going walking, we're going in a special bus, we're doing all sorts of stuff. Carol doesn't believe me, we're going in a special bus.
But look at this.
If you look in the ice fields, you'll see.
Yeah, see the people up there?
Yeah, but you'll also see
the buses.
The special ice buses.
How exciting is that?
She thought I was making it up, but I'm not.
So we're on the bus. This is the transfer bus to get us to the snowfields, the ice fields. So it's going to take about 3 minutes. So Paul's busy chatting. We've met so many lovely people. He's chatting in.
I love it. I watch it all the time. And we thought this would be fun.
That's where we go.
welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers, Percy.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Big, look at them tyres, honey.
What's that? Michelin.
Excited, Pauline?
Oh, very excited. Yes, indeed.
Everybody ready then?
Right, okie dokie artichokes. Welcome aboard bus 538, the Mountain Goat. The only blue bus and also the best bus in the entire fleet until I'm driving something else tomorrow morning. My name is Abby. I'll be your driver to and from the glacier today, but if you forget my name, no worries. I also respond to hey you bus lady or your majesty. So if you need my attention, any of those will work. Folks, today we will be heading down the steepest unpaved commercial road in North America, currently sitting at a grade of 33 degrees. We'll kick it up into third gear. Third gear means we can get up to a top speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Later we'll get up to fourth gear, which means 15 kilometers per hour. So hold on to your hats, everyone, because here we go. We are 165 square kilometers, located 3,000 meters or 10,000 feet above sea level. At its deepest point, the ice field is 300 meters thick, or just shy of 1,000 feet. It extends 10 kilometers across the border into British Columbia and 13 kilometers down the highway towards Jasper. As we round this corner, we will see the Athabasca Glacier that we'll be driving on today. So the ice we have at home in our freezers is about 50% air, 50% ice, but glacial ice is 90% air, 90% ice and 10% air. And where we will be sitting today, we will be about 2,100 meters or 7,000 feet above sea level, and we will be sitting on 200 meters worth of glacial ice. And all right, folks, we have now arrived at the top of the steepest unpaved commercial road in North America, also known as the world's slowest roller coaster. And as we're heading down here, folks, I'm going to do my best to remain quiet so I can focus on getting us to the bottom safely. Once we're at the bottom, we will carry on with our tour, but I will warn you that the tour is all downhill from here.
That was very entertaining right down, thank you.
Glad you thought so. There's still more to come, so time for me to disappoint you.
I say. Ooh, we're on a glacier. Oh, it's a bit slippery, look, Paulie. Let's head over to there. No, there's really... Right then.
Is it on, is it?
Yes!
Oh, right then, right then. Well, this is something we thought we'd never say. We're coming to you today live from a glacier.
Yes, exactly that. We're on the ice fields of Columbia.
We are.
Not of Columbia, the Columbian ice fields.
Yeah.
But how awesome's that?
It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
As you can tell, there's a few other people here as well, but...
Yes. But look at
amazing.
this. So let's walk towards that way, Paulie. Wow, this is amazing. Isn't it, Paulie?
And it's not that cold, is it?
No, it's not
to be
that
fair.
cold.
Which is,
Look at that.
which is mad.
So you said about on the bus, Paulie?
Yeah, Carol fell asleep on the bus before we got to the place where we've just set off from now. And when she woke up, I said, oh, what we do is we get a special ice bus and it drives us up onto the glacier.
Yes.
And she said to me, you must think I'm stupid if you think I'm going to believe that.
Yes.
Where are we, Annie?
We're on a glacier and we came in a bus.
Where's the buses?
The buses are over there. Here, the buses are there. This is just such an amazing day. This tour, we just had 3 fantastic days in Banff, so if you've missed that episode, please go and watch that because that was amazing. We're now on our way to Jasper. We haven't even got to our next destination, and today has just been full of scenery, blue lakes and glaciers. 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 That's how you say it.
Glaciers?
Glaciers, that's the one. So yeah, so it's just amaze balls, isn't it, Pauline?
It's been fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely superb. Ice, ice, baby.
When you pick it up, you realise how pure and clear it is.
So that was absolutely amazing. So now to get back to the track without falling over. Ooh, ah.
After an amazing time at the Columbia ice fields, we made our way to Jasper. Our ride to Jasper couldn't have gone any better as we spotted our first bear.
Okay folks, coming up straight after here is our hotel. So wave at it when you go past. We're going to go quickly into town, show you what there is so you know where to go.
Right then, so we're in Jasper. Woo!
We are.
And the rain stops, that's good. So we're spending the next 2 nights at the Crimson Hotel. So let's go in and see what's... I can hear some music, what's that?
We just seen a bear.
Yes, we just seen our first bear. So we got our key. So we're on 211 or in 211. The Crimson in Jasper. So I guess it's on this floor, Paulie. 219. 219. 218. The Signal Mountain Suite, that's not ours. 217.
6. 2.
So with the Titan tour, porterage is included. So we just get off the coach, and we've got just our hand luggage. There you go, Pauline. And our cases will appear in our room, which is lovely. So here we are, 2 on 1.
For a full room tour and our verdict on the Crimson Hotel, stay tuned until the end of this video.
So here we are in Jasper.
Not a bad view.
So that's pretty awesome, isn't it, Paulie?
Once you look over the top of all the shipping containers, it's actually quite a pleasant view.
It is, look at this. Look at the mountains.
Sweet.
We've had a fab day, haven't we? It's been a long day. And like I said, we'll go into talk because obviously of the traffic. But
there's no train going past it, and that'll give you some idea of the noise.
Oh yeah. That's not Rocky Mountaineer.
No, I don't think it is. Oh, yeah. Unless we're going to be sitting on them piles of coal for 2 days.
So, with our tour with Titan Travel, we are with a group of 45, and actually it's worked really well, hasn't it, Paulie? We've got everyone seems to be getting along. We've not met anyone that's been difficult, and we've met some really lovely people that we're just actually going to dump our stuff and we're all off to the pub.
Yes.
So so it's worked really well so far.
After a fun night out and a few drinks at the hotel bar, we were feeling pretty whacked, so we headed off to bed, excited at what tomorrow might bring.
Right then.
Right then.
So morning from Jasper, and we're on the coach already for 9 o'clock start, and we're already at our first stop, and it's called Medicine Lake. Now, interestingly, Francis was telling us there's a whole system of caves underneath. Oh, what's that?
That's all right.
Getting knocked over by a bus.
That's all right.
There's a whole system of caves underneath this lake. So in the spring, obviously, it fills up, and over the summer, it all drains down into the caves, doesn't it? And by sort of August time, it's actually all empty.
Completely dry.
Yeah.
And all the sound effects we're putting in. And the native Canadians, it's called Medicine Lake because they used to think it had some sort of strange property because they couldn't work out why all the water was disappearing.
Yeah.
And they thought it was some sort of magical thing, so that's why it's called Medicine Lake.
Yeah, so come and have a look.
Yeah.
So this area is also eagle nesting place, isn't it?
Eagle nesting, is that the technical term?
But I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and zoom in. But see on the left-hand side of the lake, just over here, there's a big nest in the trees. And if you can see all along here, the trees are all burnt. And apparently in 2016, there was a big fire that started from a strike of lightning. And it's taken that long to regenerate.
Well, it hasn't regenerated.
Well, it has. There's some little bits, ground growth. But
Francis is also saying that you see all the rocks in the trees over there. The forest was that dense, they didn't even know those rocks were there until the fire took over.
And this area is often closed because there's so many risks of avalanche, isn't there? But yeah, so this is our first stop of our second day in Jasper. Oh, what is it?
Somebody said it's a
Capabunda.
but I've never heard of it.
Ah,
Like a beaver.
yes.
It looks like a beaver, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it does.
I'd say it's a beaver with a big tail, huh? Yeah, big bushy tail, yeah.
What is it? Like chubby size, isn't it? Like well fed.
You're still talking about that?
Rosemary? No. There's 2 rocks on the right. What was the name of the film? Rosemary?
Oh, Rocky 2.
Right then, so we have arrived at Malign Lake. So we're here. There's a few that are going on an excursion on the boat, aren't they? Going for sailing. We're going to go and just find some breakfast and just chill out for a bit and do some work. But also, there's a moose walk around here. Apparently there's a lot of moose. So that's what we're going to do in it. Is there going to be a moose in the hoose?
A moose loose about this hoose.
So yeah, so we're going to go and find one of the eateries here and go from there. Right then, so Paul has come back from the Waffle House. What have you got?
I'm having waffles. This is called an unwin, which is apparently an egg pate, Swiss cheese, maple bacon on a waffle with maple syrup.
It does look rather good, doesn't it?
It sounds like it's one of the most healthy things I've ever had.
And a cappuccino. How much was that, Pauline?
That was $700.
No.
I don't know, I can't remember, but it was like a lot. That was
helpful, is it?
That was $16.
Okay. Oh.
I think it was about $30 altogether. It's nothing. Yeah.
But let's dig in then. Maple.
Oh my god, man.
Is that awesome?
Even if the rest is rubbish, it's worth it.
So that's egg there, is it? Egg and cheese.
Yeah.
Well, don't eat all the bacon off.
I was going to give you the bacon.
Okay. Oh, it's dripping. Oh my god. That's so sweet. And salty. Oh my god. That's worth $16 just that piece. And not a bad setting, is it? All we need now is a moose to walk past. Right then, Paulie, so where are we going?
We're going to look for moose.
Yes. So if you hear, there's Moose Lake Loop. So that's where we're heading now.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So we're on the search for moose. Let's go. So, this is what you need to do. If you see bears, don't run, tell others nearby, stay together, take food to your vehicle and move to the safety of your vehicle. Oh, what do you think about that, Paulie?
Well, what I've been told by a Canadian is you can run as long as you're not on your own, because if you're with other people, as long as you're faster than them, you'll be okay.
Right then, so we didn't find any moose, did we, at Malign Lake?
No, no, no.
So we're now in Malign Canyon. So we're going to go for a walk down here. Apparently there's some lovely waterfalls and we could still see a moose. Problem with mooses, we've learnt, is they don't like the sunshine, and we've had really good weather, haven't we, Paulie?
Yeah.
So it needs to be really wet, really dreary and really quite dark.
So what amazes me is why haven't we got moose in Britain?
Well, exactly that. That's true. So let's go and search for some of those mooses.
After a lovely walk through the canyon and still not spotting a moose, it was time to go river rafting.
It looks like we're going on a school bus. Look at this.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Your guide's going to have a little fun with you. Well, it depends on how loud you are. This is Brian, right? Then we get it. I'll let him know. Don't sit beside Brian. We got about a 20-minute drive out to the launch site. The boys are out there waiting for us with all the rafts.
Excited, Paulie Morgan.
Yes, now.
Betsy, Betsy.
We'll see how good the GoPro is now. They're taking anti-shake out.
Exactly.
We can deal with that and do anything.
So we're ready.
We're ready. We're all life jacketed
Yes,
up.
look.
And
All pods showed up and we're off.
And it's time to meet our doom.
Scared? Yes. It's faster than we thought.
It's going fast.
It does.
I thought we could like a nice gentle. I don't know what I was expecting.
My name is Mark. Hi. And welcome to the Athabasca River. Believe it or not, the hard part for you guys today, just getting onto the raft and finding your seat. We're gonna split you up into two sides today. There is no front, no back, just two ends in the middle. We're gonna spin out of control most of the way. Hello everyone!
Bye!
You just makes it hilarious.
Once again to the Athabasca River, everybody. We're going to travel for 16 kilometers down the Athabasca. This is going to take us probably right around an hour and a half. I just heard it a few times on this side. They're not Canadian geese, oh. They're Canada.
Oh, sorry.
Even plural. Here's the thing. They're not named after Canada, their country. They're named after John Canada, the naturalist.
definitely must be their turn by now.
Kilometers, we are in interspersed Class 2 rapids. The first set, named after the lovely chalets. This is Becker's.
Oh, the waving.
These guys claim to say Marilyn Monroe stayed in one of these cabins. She was here filming The River of No Return.
Oh, it's in my ear! Oh my God, what in my ears? Did you got your ears?
No, mate, it's gone up my ass, but I'm in the ears.
God!
It definitely must be their turn by now.
That's gone down all my leg.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Paulie's a bit wet. Ooh. Oh. You enjoying that, Paul?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Alright, I'm gonna jump up, we'll get a couple guys to start sliding into my area.
He's crazy.
So we need some folks on that end there to shift over to the bench. We need to lighten up the front to pull you on the beach.
Brian, you troublemaker.
How was the trip?
Good, really good.
Wet.
What? Yeah.
That was excellent. Thank you so much. Cheers.
You guys enjoy your stay here, Oh, we can't lose you now.
Let's see them falling. Turn
Too many
around.
witnesses down here.
Oh, a little damp.
Not too bad, is it?
Ah, you dry completely. Turn round. Turn round.
Yeah, let's put him in. Come on.
Have you gone? Oh, a little bit.
It's dry, you haven't done your job. As I said to him, Mac, it's called experience.
He wasn't saying a word.
I mean, I didn't get wet at all. I dodged the bullet completely.
Right on.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you so
coming
much.
today,
Cheers.
guys.
Oh, Paulie. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Paulie Morgan?
Oh, it was excellent, yeah.
Yeah. So, just need to go and dry off now then.
Yes.
After another fabulous day, we headed back to the hotel, where things didn't go so well. Join us as we show you around our hotel room and explain all.
Right then, we've been staying at the Crimson Hotel in room 211, and Paulie's going to let us in. We're going to show you around our room, and we'll discuss this hotel, because there's been some good things, but there's also been some not so good things, as a Paulie, and we would definitely not stay here again.
Where is the Crimson Hotel, Annie?
In Jasper.
In Jasper, because you didn't say that outside.
Oh, did I?
I was spying through the hot wall.
Oh, anyway, let's start with the good stuff. So the bathroom has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it, Paulie? Powerful shower, plenty of room, as you can see. Very, very hot, and lovely products that we've not heard of, Rocky Mountaineer and Aleppo. So lovely fluffy white towels. Nothing to say, is there? Powerful hairdryer.
One of the reasons Carol loves the shower, and we'd like one at home, is it's got that lovely little area where you can sit down if you want to do lady stuff with your legs and all. I don't know what that might
Lady
be,
stuff. But yeah, so like I say, nice products and plenty of room, and obviously said a powerful hairdryer. So Wardrobe-wise, not too many hangers, but you've got a little stand for your suitcase, but it's been adequate for a 2-night stay.
Yes.
They do have a kitchenette area here with a microwave, but there's no other like saucepans and stuff if you were going to do stuff yourself. So I'm sure if you asked, they would provide.
Yeah. But it's a bit odd that you've got a microwave, but if you did have something that you wanted a microwave, you've got no plates or anything.
No.
You've got no knives and forks. You've got no facility to.
No.
So you've got the facility to warm something up. You haven't got the facility to do anything with it.
You do have an ice bucket and there's an ice machine in the corridor, and you do have a coffee machine which we've worked out how to work, which has been great. And you also got a kettle which you know we love. Really big fridge, so that's been great. And you've got more storage to the right here. Plus, in the other side, you've got a really large safe, as you can see in there. It's been really good for both of our laptops and stuff. So onto the main room, and you've had 2 large beds. We've slept really well, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been good.
We are currently on a tour with Titan Travel, and we've been around the Rocky Mountains, so do check out all of our content there. And this was our 2-night stay before we get on the Rocky Mountaineer. So we're up early and ready to go. Let's get back to the room though. You've got a lamp with a US style plug here. You've also got more plugs over this side, which initially you couldn't see, and then you'll see it in my handbag. You've got them there, and you've got them on all the lamps. So from a charging point of view, there's been no problems at all. Large telly, which we haven't, well, you've watched a little bit, but we've been so busy we haven't...
Yeah, I mean, there's...
films.
Stacks of channels, bit of sport, you know, American type sport, baseball and... all sorts of weird stuff, but yeah.
You've got obviously a seat here with a sofa, and you've also got an aircon unit, plus it's a heater. So because obviously we are in Jasper in the Rocky Mountains at the moment, we've had lovely weather, haven't we, Paulie? Yeah. But it does get very cold obviously in the winter. Now the bonus of this hotel, and you get some lovely views over to the railway, is the balcony. So as you can see, decent size. You can see the Crimson Hotel there. You've got 2 seats and a little table. And this is the view of the morning. So let's go inside and discuss why. We've been a bit frustrated with this hotel. We didn't pick it. It comes with Titan Travel. So Titan, if you're watching, then please have a reconsider, because there was a lot of unhappy passengers, a lot of unhappy... in our group, there's 45 in our group,
yes.
And there's been some issues with breakfast and also issues with bar. So I don't know if you want to elaborate with the breakfast, Paulie?
We'll start with the breakfast. First, we haven't been down to breakfast, as you know, we're legendary for not getting up in time. But people went to breakfast we've only been here for 2 nights, but people went for breakfast on the first morning. There was one table that was full of people. Now, bearing in mind, there's probably 15 tables in the restaurant. So some of the people in our party, okay, can we have breakfast? Oh, no, we're too busy. But there was only one table. There was about 8 people having breakfast. We're too busy. Yeah, but we want breakfast. Oh, well, I suggest you go to the bakery down the road then. And I thought that's what you want from Titan Travel. You pay top banana for everything.
Yeah.
And then you come to a hotel, you go to breakfast on the first morning, and the staff tell you to go somewhere else for breakfast.
Yeah.
It's not great.
They're obviously short-staffed, but they should let you know that and give you the option.
But it's not like the hotel didn't know that people were coming here, because obviously this has been booked.
Yeah, they should have just said who wants breakfast tomorrow, and they would prepare for it. Now the other issue we had a dinner last night, a buffet dinner, which was very tasty and lovely, and we had an educational talk by a lady who was very interested about all the wildlife in the Rocky Mountains, there's 2 bars. There was a bar upstairs which we used the night before, which was absolutely fine. It's not cheap, however.
But it's a proper bar.
Yeah.
It's a proper bar where the restaurant area is. Downstairs where the enrichment tour was, they had this little bar set up in the corner. All they had were cans, none of which were particularly cold. They had one type of wine, one type of red wine, and they had some spirits. So they didn't have any lager at all, and all they had was like real ale and stuff like that, which I don't want to drink. So I go up, what have you got, mate? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I'll go upstairs. And he gave me like a look, well, you can't go upstairs. But I totally disregarded that and went upstairs.
This wasn't complimentary drinks, this is what you wanted to pay.
This is paying drinks. This is $30 a round Canadian.
Yeah.
So well over £20 a round for a lager and a wine. So I went upstairs. There wasn't a single customer in the bar area. And a lovely Australian girl behind the bar had a bit of a chat to her. She served me down. I came. So another guy who was on our table, Alan, he thought, well, fair enough, they haven't got what I want in the little corner bar, so I'll go up. So he went up, and the manager came out and refused to serve him. If you want a drink, you've got to go downstairs and get it. Despite the fact that it was a cash-only bar, and despite the fact that he didn't have any of the drinks that myself or Alan wanted. And I just thought, what sort of man is running this place that is turning away business?
Yeah.
And after our enrichment talk finished and everybody dispersed, somebody said to us, "Oh, you coming up for one for the road?" And there's no way, no how that I'm going to give him my business after how lots of people have been treated. I mean, this far, Titan have done a fantastic job. All the tours have been great. Francis, our tour guide, has been great. Cameron, the bus driver, has been superb.
Yeah.
But the level of service
at the Crimson
Hotel is, if I said it was poor, I'd be bigging them up.
I think from that point of view, yes. I went to reception yesterday. They were very helpful. We had issues with our keys. So I think there's elements where they do very well. But from a service point of view, when you've been on a busy tour in the mountains, you just want to come and have a glass of wine, and they refuse to give you the glass of wine that you want, or the beer is poor.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we wouldn't book this hotel. Even though the rooms have been comfortable and, you know, from a location point of view, it's 5 minutes walk into Jasper.
But this is a service industry.
Yeah.
And when you can't get service...
Yeah, exactly.
It's no good.
So that's our conclusion about the Crimson Hotel. As I said before, do have a look at our other videos, because we're off on the Rocky Mountaineer now. We're off to Vancouver to go on a cruise to Alaska, and we've got lots more content coming your way.